Today we're talking about a director's monitor. It may not be something that interests every single one of you out there, but I know there are people who need these, just like me, especially in a YouTube studio if you're a director, cinematographer, or if you just want something really, really sweet and big for your top-down shots. Now, I was very excited when OC reached out to me to review this monitor because I have a 5-inch, I have a 7-inch, and I have a 21.5-inch, which is a computer monitor, which really sucks at, previewing your images when you're filming. So this 15-inch director's monitor, field monitor if you may, is fantastic. Now it's a field monitor because you can get a V-mount battery. It also comes in an AB mount, and you can connect it, and this is all you need right here. See that? There you go. That is your whole monitor. You can take it outside and you can put it on a C-stand, on a light stand. Right back here it does have a hole for it, which you have also a little screw so you can screw it on and tighten it and make sure it doesn't fall off. This is a micro V-mount, by the way, from Newell. You can also pick up one of the big boys, which is 3 times the power, and it will just go all day long. Now, as monitors come, it is very well made. We're talking about metal. The first thing, when you take it out of the box, you actually have something like this. And you're like, whoa, what is that? That looks serious. Well, it's pretty simple. What it is inside here is a sun hood, and this goes in there, so it's quite impressive, really impressive. And the cool thing is at the bottom, this hole goes in here, and it goes on your C-stand, so everything is connected. It's nice and safe. You've got rubber feet at the bottom, and the great thing is, for all the connections that you have right here, unzip it, and you have access to all the connections. You have a few pockets, and you actually get a pair of feet, so you can have it standing in your studio the whole time. That's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. It does come with the cable that you see here for connecting your DC in. You can connect it with an AC in, and you have an on and off switch, just making it really easy. It comes with 1 cheese plate. You can also put a 2nd cheese plate on if you need to connect something like a wireless transmitter to it. Now, in terms of connections, we've got SDI in and out, we have video in, and we also have HDMI in, audio in, a remote in, and on the front, we have headphones in, and we have a USB in for firmware updates, which is fantastic. In the corner down here, you've got a little tiny speaker, which you can obviously use turning up the volume. The version that will be on sale will have a handle at the top, so I'm kind of missing the handle. I'm a little bit sad mine doesn't have a handle, because that would really help outside on location. Now, the monitor will be $1,199, but if you pick it up at launch, it'll be 36% cheaper at $769, which is a steal for this monitor. Trust me, I've used and worked with quite a few monitors on set, and this one is fantastic. It has every single kind of feature you need as a filmmaker built in. And as it has firmware updates, it'll probably be getting more. Now, the monitor outside is great because, one, you do have a sun hood all around, and you also have 800 nits, making it quite bright for such a monitor. The image, when you're looking at it, it's very clear. Moving from my Samsung 21-inch monitor to this, I was like, that's exactly the face I did. I tried to replicate it, but I was in shock. That is how beautifully sharp this monitor is. The color depth is 10-bit, so you're in awe when you're looking at this. And you can also install custom LUTs, so you don't have to look at D-Log image. You can use your own LUTs, so you can see exactly what the image is going to look like when you import your own LUTs, do your color grading, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, it is a HDR monitor, and it is 1920 by 1200 with a 1450 to 1 contrast ratio. And the viewing angle on this is almost 180 degrees. It's 178 by 178 degrees. So you can basically look at it kind of like this, which is fantastic. So if the whole crew is there and you've got 20 people around, some of them standing on the side, they're still going to be able to see the image they're looking at. Now, the features in this monitor, you have various ones like focus assist, peaking, framing, false color, histogram, vectograms, waveforms, audio. It's got everything you need. But just to quickly show you, I'm going to run through the menu just in case you have any questions. You'll be able to look at the menu and see all the items in it. So let's quickly do that now. In the color management page, you're going to be able to load your own LUT. So you're not going to have to look at only a D-Log image, but you're going to be able to see what your image looks like after you put it through post-processing. User config, you've got 4 buttons that you can basically press and go straight to what you need. That's really helpful and it makes your workflow a lot faster. You can change your audio source, and you can also go and change markers, marker hats, cross hatches, center markers. This is all very useful if you want to get everything in the frame perfect and looking nice and straight in the middle. That's something I use quite a lot. You can change your waveforms, your vector scopes, your histograms, and you can also change the opacity of them so they're not just a big blotch in the middle of the screen, but you can see them through the image. Focus assist, peaking, false colors, zebras. I mainly use focus assist, peaking, and zebras. My zebras are on 75 for skin tones. And after that, you have firmware upgrades and OSD, you have your time code, so quite a lot of options. So as you can see, the menu is very rich, and with firmware updates, it'll be more and more advanced, and it will bring you more and more abilities. Now, at the front, you also do have a button right here, just to go through your different inputs. So you can go through HDMI to SDMI to video, and it makes it really quick and easy just being able to press them. Going through the menu and all the buttons is very simple. Even me, as a technologically slightly, slow person, I managed to get through it and set everything up nice and easily to exactly how I wanted. I would set up the skin for about 75 for the zebras, so I know exactly where everything should be, and all I have to do is turn down a light using the waveform in the corner. And you can set the opacity of the waveforms, everything, just everything about this monitor makes me happy, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my studio on my top-down set. And if I need to go outside, I'm taking one of these guys, and I have a field monitor now. Thank you, OC. Any questions, comments, likes, it's all down there. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.